Hey, hello, you're with Wolf Gorlick, Humans Riffing on IT and IT security. Today offering a cautionary tale, the tale of TIO Networks. If you haven't seen this, hang tight. So oftentimes we talk about breaches and we talk about instant response. It can be kind of like, well, you restore some tapes and you're good, right? Sometimes we think about it, especially in the day and age of ransomware, and it's just like, back up. We're down for a few hours, but we'll deal. If you think about you're getting attacked at all, right? The other thing you always hear is, well, we're too small to be attacked. Who's really going to care about us? So today I want to look at TIO Networks. And the tip for you is this. Sometimes these breaches, right? Sometimes these breaches can be end of company events. So the case of TIO really highlights this. Now TIO, 2016, processed something like $7 billion. These are these payment kiosks you may have seen, right? The little payment kiosks, you go and you key in your money, you send it away. They also do auto pay for a variety of different organizations. So it's a way for people to pay bills, right? It's a way for people to get payments done and automated. And it's a way for organizations who are looking for a way to offer automated payments to do so for their customers. And TIO did it for a lot of different customers, something like 65,000 different retail organizations and major customers like energy companies, right? Public service electric gas company was one of theirs, okay? So major organizations signed up with TIO, used TIO's networks, put these kiosks in place, put the automated billings in place, and then went forward. TIO did a lot of good, and TIO was a darling of Wall Street, and TIO was seen as a great acquisition target. So earlier this year, in about February, PayPal announced that they were acquiring TIO. They're acquiring TIO for something like $233 million, right? Not insignificant. A good chunk of change went to buying this payment processor, went to buying this network of kiosks. And everything seemed okay. Until PayPal's security team found evidence of TIO's customer information being distributed on the dark web, right? Possible indicators of breaches being that TIO's information was being sold and it shouldn't have been out there, right? This is not necessarily like their publicly available information. This was privately held information, PII of customers, possible credit card transactions, bank routing information, that sort of stuff. So they started investigating, immediately paused operations and started investigating. The announcement that they were most likely breached went out in November. By December, they had definitely confirmed that they were breached. They had confirmed that somehow, some way, criminals gained unauthorized access to TIO's networks. PayPal found this and announced, hey, it's been happening. They suspended operations in November during the initial indication of breach. In December, they completely shut down TIO. PayPal completely pulled the plug in this company. And if you go to TIO.com right now, all you see is an announcement going, we're sorry, they were breached, they are no more. And organizations are trying to scramble, right? I mentioned, public sector, electric and gas. They had announced that their customer data was breached because of the TIO breach, and now, of course, they're scrambling to figure out how they're going to handle these payments. People who set up auto pay through TIO, these auto pays are now stopping, right? Because they're not going through because TIO Networks has been shut down. There's kiosks still in place in 65,000 different retail organizations. They're seeing dark because the plug has been pulled. So when you think about that, when we think about the impact of a breach could possibly have, and we go, just restore from tape those crazy kids and their ransomware. Sometimes it can be taking down not just a file, but taking down an entire company. So that's a stark, scary lesson learned from TIO Networks and PayPal just in this last month. What about you? What's your takeaway from this one? Hit me up in comments or in social media. Cheers.